Oke guys, game kedua antara Rrq Mika melawan Gpx Basreng. Game penentuan ya guys ya. Siapakah lawan dari Bigetron era di final nanti bro. Kedudukan sementara 1-0 di tangan Gpx Basreng ya.
So yeah, based on the draft, to be honest, the Gpx Basreng
Tal pakai Estes, Gyogoi pakai Lolita.
And Estes, to be honest, it is a good.
It's just too much of a combination though.
But I do like the Lolita pick. Let me be honest with that. I mean, like if you're talking about Varamis along with Estes and Estes,
Dari
it's definitely
Gpx
gonna get
pakai
wow.
meta 2
So
support
on Lolita, it was like
Estes Varamis bro.
a huge thing. Like with that
Gak mati-mati guys.
Blast, it will be causing so much trouble if GPX unable to avoid that moment. Only Chinchao will be able to use the Needle of Flower to get out from that particular big fight with that Numenon Blast, but the Flicker that has been chosen by Vuni along with Tal is actually gonna helping them to try to get out of the zone of the
Ini Tan pakai Martis jungler ya.
I might say this is the meta that I've been telling you guys in the first day. The walking base meta.
It's, you know what? To be honest, it's a 50-50 for me. I might say that the drop coming for the side of GPX is pretty huge. But back again, imagine that they were having like a very good Numenon Blast.
Skin apa itu guys?
Follow
Skin
up
Starlight
by
terbaru kah?
Decimation, and the Astral, and then there is the Nibiru Spacious. So that's why I was contemplating like which one is the best drop for now. I want to say Rrq, but also like on the other hand, if the GZ Strats coming from GPX is also like the thing. So yeah, that's why.
Okay, but then again, it's okay. We have to play it calm because Rrq Mika just secured that first
pertama di tangan Tan ya.
Just like that. Even though Caramel is just trying to farm a bit of a
Caramel masih
on
level
that
3 loh guys.
bottom lane, it's going to find a great way also. But Caramel has to dash out again from Rrq Mika. Needs to reset that red buff. They didn't really commit to get that. They just really wanted Caramel to farm late.
Look at that. Look at that. The difference of level. Right now, Martis is still on the lead compared to Caramel that reached level 4 here. Even taking over the orange buff was taking some of the time here for the side of GPX. Rrq Mika is actually leading by 1,000 gold so far. This is just a very convincing moment, but back again here, GPX, they are trying to get over the purple buff, but Gyogoi, she knows what she needs to do. She's just playing around, rotating around, giving information, and even holding out the damage coming from the side of GPX, but for not for long, I guess. Gyogoi was forced to get back. Chinchao coming, try to give out the damage to the side of Gyogoi, but Gyogoi, okay, it was like, okay, I can handle it up. I have the courage for work to hold it.
Okay, but so far, that Novaria again, the classic map hack still needs to be watched out. Because that Paquito, I might say, even though she's playing the EXP, that is just pure on sneaky.
Yeah, sneaky movement for the side, but in the top lane, we are seeing that actually Chinchao still trying to get something, still trying to get some movement right here to get on the move.
Okay, and so far from Rrq Mika just finding out a great way, trying to put on a good setup because that turtle is going to emerge here in 5 seconds. Pinning it down again, pinning it down. Even Gpx Basreng is just ready to contest that too. Let's see in the turtle pit. Caramel has already started in, but Lele so far is just trying to pick off a good fight. Which other is going to pick off again with the blessing of the moon goddess going in with the Luminous Blast, getting on to 2 people, but then again another realm is silenced down with the cancelled out skill from Gyogoi and also Lele.
Tanya dapat lagi bro.
Secures Rrq Mika's turtle. Another clean one, they got to do that. But this time, there is a bit of a competition.
That is interesting coming from the side of GPX right now. They are struggling very hard. Like Rrq Mika how to play around with the movement, with the drop from the side of GPX and Caramel. not having her best
Caramel.
moment here to farm to get what she wants, and that orange buff still able to be secured, but Yogoi been dragged back here, and I think Yogoi might be going on the hand of Team Gpx Basreng, but Violet is the one that is there. I don't think that she will be having enough damage to do so, because that Lolita still able to dash back and try to save herself.
But on the other hand, though, that Paquito almost got picked off. And I might say Lele is just very, very powerful right in the early
Lily
slash going in again, trying to find a great way, but a follow-up from
Uma
Caramel.
barudak, well.
But Lele couldn't really survive this.
Oke.
Yeah. And you see that actually 6 minutes inside of the
ya.
game right now, but the gold lead is like 2,000 on the head of Rrq Mika, and she's trying to, they try to lead something at this point, but it's 40 seconds into the next turtle, and back on the result of Tan is just like always playing objectively. That's why from the side of Mika, they will try to go on the top lane here, try to zone out, and maybe try to pick up somebody from the side of Gpx Basreng before they try to reach for that turtle. The question is, will Gpx try to go and initiate of that, or maybe they will try to do this. They will try to chase for Tele, but Lily still able to survive and not being picked in the bottom lane.
That passive got in just right in time. And finding out the third turtle that Rrq Mika has started again, they've just tried to find in a great maneuver around, but because Gpx Basreng needs to work it out. And so far, 3 turtles has been secured by
Rrq buatan ya guys ya.
2 nice and 2 clean.
Yeah, and now in the bottom lane, Violet was trying to hold it up, but look at that one. Rrq now is zoning out the players from the side of Gpx. Gpx being caged up a little bit and slowing the progress from this Caramel. Caramel, after being one time being picked up, it was like a pretty good time for Ash to try to climb up of the gold. And look at Caramel will be the one that is holding the damage, but Tal is still there though with that heal. And
1 banding 1 menit 7 guys, ini untuk itemnya ya. Thunderbell seperti biasa, jadi item utama Arlot cuy.
On the other hand, well, we see that actually the item coming from Ash
untuk arah dominan ya guys ya.
Maybe going directly to the Malefic Warfare.
Yogoi udah jadi dominannya.
And that
Lele juga udah jadi dominannya.
Enchanted Talisman going for the Lightning Transient.
Nanti disusul sama Violet ya guys ya.
The Thunderbelt, I mean, along with the Novaria that might be going for the Enchanted Talisman after finishing off the Lightning Transient. So far, the items are pretty good here, despite that Tan is like having a quiet hybrid. After the Hunter Strike, she's going for the Dreadnought Armor, maybe going for Antikiras or the other else.
But on the bottom lane, try to barge in on a siege to 4 people. Caramel didn't even really got the chance to defend that turret. It's just full blown out. But once again, a bit of a mirroring that has happened in the top lane also. 1-1 used by Jin Chao can actually take down one of the turrets. So far, they both just need to focus more on the objective cleared here. And they are going to do with that tactic that we've seen in the first and also the second day. Slow but steady, but they are going to get that objective. They're going to get that point. So I might say this might take a while with a bit of a war here, starting in Yogoi being in the front line here with Menace Rage taking it down. Funi needs to be down too, but both supports are picked off. But that by that one ultimate and leaving that Rrq Mika is going to start that Lord here, zoning out Violet and also Funi trying to charge in here with the Shadow Stampede and Lele. Okay, another round popped it again with a Numinous Blast getting in on the side of Gpx and a killing spree for both sides of the team. A Decimation is being the one securing the kill, leaving that taking down 2 people from Gpx Basreng, needing to force out a good defense from them. It's just 2 heroes here. That 2 support didn't really get the chance to shine.
You know what? It was pretty hard for Gpx Basreng. They don't have a true initiator for this. They only depending on Caramel and try to heal her up
dapat ya guys ya untuk Lord yang pertamanya.
And along with that, another round. And Violet will be trying to, okay, I will try to dash around, try to initiate something, but it was like without a CC. they really need a big initiator with a big CC or something else, especially going with a hero such as like Lele or even Ash. As was like having a really great time here. No one able to jump in and try to chase her down. Look at that one. Who is going to be the diver here? Is it going to be the Violet? If Violet tried to dive in, there will be Tan, there will be Lily, there will be Yogoi.
Violetnya boy.
But look at that. Violet tried to
Violet.
dive in. The main
Nah, Liv itu bang guys.
But Violet
Boleh lah.
will not be chased down since that there is a Gyogoi that is being tried
Loh,
to be caged up
Funi.
by. On the other hand,
Bisa-bisanya
we
guys
see
ya.
that actually Lele able to punish Funi, so it's a fair trade to be honest.
And other than that, leaving Chinchao, the one clearing up that Lord, would just take a few of time. So that's why when Rrq Mika got the chance to dive in, it would be a problem here. But Lele guards to barge in the front, and with Violet supported by the SS, it would just be a problem. Yogoi being started here right in the front. Venus Rage turning it down, leaving Chinchao half of the HP, but still bit of a barge in Bruce Passion onto the fight. A bit of a flank here from Lele, and a final slash to follow that up. Again, another realm has been popped off with that Numinous Blast. Needs to be very, very careful, but yet again, not successful. Haven't really get to stun anybody, but that Blasting of the Moon Goddess got to heal the Arlet.
Oh, that Lele is just like, okay, I'm gonna be focusing over to play
UN udah diamankan oleh Chinchao ya.
To see how this Chinchao
pertukaran aja sih guys.
Yeah, so far we haven't seen a crossbow attack or big team fight coming from the side of Gpx Basreng. So I wonder, is it their time already? Like this is the mid game. While we see the gap, it's not too far. It's like 3,000 gold. Differences here, and Tan now playing super aggressive towards Caramel on even Violet. Decimation has been used.
Telat dikit guys.
Secure
Telat dikit ya guys ya.
Blessing of the Mugadas have been used by the side of Tall. We see the items right now. Martes finishing off the Sky of Guardian helmet are still like played as well. While for this Red Rain, still trying to use the Blade Armor, Thunder Belt, maybe going for Dominance to try to avoid from the side of Rrq Mika.
Okay, Luminous Blast opening up onto the back line with the Netherrealm popped in again with the Shadow Stampede pulling Lele onto the back line again with that crossbow tank being countered down by Yogoi. Chinchao needs to move back, and then again that is just too power. Blessing of the Moon Goddess just saved too much in a nick of time, so the Rrq Mika just has been successful taking down Caramel.
3 to the 8 right here, and Rrq Mika leading.
Bisa-bisanya ada pause ya adik-adik. Jadi karena kita di sini telat, jadi bisa langsung aja ya guys ya. Mantap.
Who wants to top up and get that skin for yourself, and not to mention that we are going back onto the game because the troubleshooting is finally done. Funi needs to pick off and broke off that
Lord yang kedua ya guys ya.
But then again, Rrq Mika securing another
Dari Caramel beda 2 level guys.
Really needs to up
Mau kontes juga agak bingung ya.
It's 3 to the 8, 1 and 0 for Gpx Basreng. 30 minutes so far, 4,000 gold lead on the hand of Mika, and now Mika will go.
Chinchao pakai skinnya Funi ya guys ya.
On the top lane here. And based on the items, actually this ass is looking so scary with the Husk Claw, with all of the things. But that Chinchao with the Demon Hunter Sword actually having enough damage to go for Rrq Mika. The question is how she will be able to do that without a big initiate.
Okay, a bit of a deal breaker here. Lord marching in onto the top lane. Caramel trying to fight it again. Funi going into the first line again with Venus Rage. They all get the chance to dodge that out. Lord is just pretty secured, being able to slow down players from Rrq Mika. But that Lord tried to secure their main objective. It's one of the inner turrets they've got to be taken down too.
Yeah. And now they are still trying to hold up for their high ground here, while the rest of the player coming from the side of RQ, they are waiting for their chances, baiting up Gpx Basreng to get out from the base. They are trying to cage it up, but look at that Violet. See what's like, nope, I'm not gonna be bait out. I'm just gonna I'm gonna poke you around, dashing back, try to bait you to open up and try to counter it with all of the members coming from Gpx Basreng. They still have the Netherrealm. They still have the Blessing of the Moon Goddess, so they are all good. But Levy with that
Oke,
Astral
alright,
to
kalau udah
have
diamankan
all the
oleh
vision
Lele ya.
towards Gpx Basreng. He's just like, okay, you wanna wait? Don't worry, I still got the information from behind.
Okay, Astral Eco actually just pulled out a lot of information here. And I might say both teams are just trying to bait here and bait there. So this is technically a fishing game.
Yeah, it is. It is a fishing game. But
Oke,
who
lah,
will get
Immortality
baited?
udah diamankan
Who
oleh
will
Gyogoi.
get baited? Who will get that things? Gyogoi doing some advanced movement. It's also like you need an immortality, so to finish it off because she is also one of the initiated that is needed by the side of Rrq Mika. A radiant armor for Caramel to hold the damage coming from the side of Mika, especially Livy and also Ash here. So right now it's another Lord that is gonna be appearing in the Land of Dawn. It's a third Lord. It's getting later to the game here. I don't think like it's a time for commenting about the item because I think most of the players having like full item already, especially the gold plate.
Okay, getting in, trying to budge out a way because Rrq Mika is going to start that Lord here. Caramel walks her way up to that Astral Eco, finding out a good way. That final sweep didn't really get anybody, but Caramel dealing all of that damage right in the middle, leaving that Blessing of the Moon Goddess trying to help in, still hasn't been baited out. And even that Nether Realm haven't really been popped off also, because it will be just a huge war. Other than securing the Lord, the thing is you have to bait out two support heroes. Both other than support heroes, they need to bait out that ultimate, so they would have more information there. Astral Eco is kept on being popped off so that Rrq Mika in all times know where the presence of Gpx Basreng is. Caramel tried to initiate, but sadly didn't really got to joust anyone from Rrq Mika. Trying to start into that Lord, trying to bait in again, but then again it will be just an island battle onto that Lord pit.
No. They really want to be. Caramel really needs to be the one who open it up. But look at that one. Once he's aiming for Violet. Violet is looking very low here. Caramel jumping and doing some taunts. Maybe no, she's not. Numena's Blast connected to one member, but Blessing of the Moon Goddess has been opened station. Look at that one. Another lazy movement, but healing coming from the realm. And that realm is there. Caramel going from behind. Violet is still trying to hold up the damage coming from Ash, but not for so long. Because Sleepy will finish.
Wah, ngeri guys.
That's too much going on. The Nether Realm popped in right at a good time. The Blessing of the Moon Goddess popped into the blue right time. But from Rrq Mika,
itu Lordnya mending dibiarin dulu sih guys ya. Eman-eman guys. Tapi udah
didn't really got
the
chance to like have a
3 Lord diamankan oleh Rrq Mika ya.
Redemption, but it's 2 members being picked up again, and the Lord that is marching from the top of the sides of Rrq Mika. So we know that actually with this point, you know, Rrq was having a bigger chance to win this game actually compared to Gpx that is now like on the edge. To be honest, with all of the movement coming from Rrq Mika, Gpx needs to wait for a mistake that can be made by Mika, which is quite hard because all of the information is given by the presence of Living.
Okay, that Bennett's Rage has been popped off again, but the Lord with the Numinous Blast charging in didn't really get anybody, but that base turret is taken down on
dari Rrq pun nggak mau berlebihan guys ya.
Lord is being the one marching here,
just marching
in the nick of time, still got to save that, but let's not
forget soalnya 3 Bestaro udah pada tumbang guys.
To force their way in, marching into that base, and it would be a harder problem for Gpx Basreng to clear out because they need more time. But Rrq Mika is just so patient to buy the time and find a way good target.
Yeah. But you know what, like Gpx, I'm trying to hold it up, so I will try to do something regarding this. I'm not gonna try to force it let Mika having the chances to
langsung
go
dikasih healing mental ya guys ya.
to go for it. I still want
Itu
to
sih kalau
try
ada 2 foto mungkin
the
lumayan oke juga ya guys ya.
in the hand of Gpx Basreng.
Funi lagi
painful.
guys ya.
That's just
painful.
nasty. No, other than painful, that's just nasty.
It is.
Oh my stars. Okay, from Rrq Mika, find a great way here, trying to find an opening to take down one of the players from
Gpx
Gpx
mainnya
Basreng.
asal ngumpul
Location
aja aman bro.
revealed by the Astral Eco, but so far still cool. Calm collected. Caramel tried to punch in again, but a stun from Gyogor to cancel out that initiation. And so far, Gpx Basreng is just pulled out, I might say. They need to just wait for the good time. Jin Chao cannot be picked off. And remember that the Lord is going to be here in 30 seconds. I don't think that they can even put up that much of a good fight to contest that Lord
Sadis
here.
bener guys.
So,
Aduh babar anjay.
Jin Chao
Waduh.
is actually needed to be of a heal.
Terlalu ngeri gak sih guys, Livi guys?
Here, finding out information, trying to be eliminated by Funi, but a bit of a commitment here going on with Tan. With the Numinous
Dominant
two
blast-nya,
people,
Violet
and also
aman.
Blessing of the Moon Goddess with another round popped in again, with Jin Chao following up
The
from the
minion.
back line
Yeah.
again.
Lele.
The minion in the base.
Minion,
they
cuy,
really need to put on
minion.
that, but Lele sneaky beakily still playing a bit of a peekaboo there. Needs to find a great way. Okay, but on the top side, that Lord is just started by Rrq Mika, and they wouldn't even let 1-1 get close to that Lord though. Lele is just hiding out. Bit of a location reveal.
Lelenya.
Popping off to Caramel, being in the front line, taking a lot of damage. And yet again, Jin Chao is just going on a
Asnya
bit
yang
of a
dapet,
stun. But
guys.
even Ash got the Lord
Gelo
here.
ya.
With the Astral
Tahan.
Eco opening up on the side of everybody. Numinous Blast charging in again. But Tan with Immortality has to block up. But Lele from the back line
Iyo,
again.
Funi.
Popping it off with a bit of a shutdown by
Gila
the
sih guys.
Pyramis. It's just too much.
PS-nya yang
This is
dapat
the
bro.
one.
Aduh. Gyogoy.
Gpx Basreng actually
tumbang,
secured
guys.
2 kills from
Sekali
Rrq
tumbang
They
1
are able to
menitan ya
secure
guys ya.
kills here, but the Lord we are still
Gila sih.
marching from the side of Mika. But look at that Lily. It's actually receiving tons of damage from the side of Gpx Basreng. The Lord will be trying to being hold here in the middle.
Loh,
But
S-nya
again,
tumbang, bro.
Uni able
Wow.
to secure as now. This is not looking good to be honest. Gpx going to
guys.
22 minutes. You know the respawn time will be crazy. It was like 1 minute to respawn back into the land of dawn. The advantage of having the Vermis is only like the respawn time. It will be like very fast, and now they are diving more. Who will be able to hold it up? I mean, like it's Lele along with Livy. Will they try to force it to the side of Gpx Basreng or Gpx Basreng? They're just gonna be like, okay, we are enough. We got what we want. We got at least the base mid lane base turrets here, and maybe try to clear up the top and bottom, because so far, look at that one. The wave is going in to the base of Gpx itself.
That momentum gain. It's wow, I might say. Gpx Basreng
Lah, minionnya guys.
off where there was
Minionnya guys ya.
barely prolonged that much, so they can down a lot of players from Rrq Mika. But on the other hand, Gpx Basreng, they really need to forcefully more. I would like to see how these plays out. Like those type of plays, I want them more because it shows off to the full potential of how scary Gpx Basreng can be using these 2 supports to prolong that war.
So right now it's like 24 minutes of the game. It's getting later to the game. Just like what I've mentioned before, like the respawn time is just like crazy at this point. It was like 1 minute or even like 70 seconds or even more than that. So whoever got picked, it will be like pick up will be a very huge problem here.
Oke lah, S-nya udah ngamain Rose Gold Meteor ya guys ya.
Slowing down the movement coming from Caramel, but Gyoko actually receiving tons of damage from the hand of this Funny, while Gpx still trying to hold it up to the late game. Look at the wave of the minion in the bottom lane. Rrq Mika is still having that plenty of chances to win for this one, but Gpx, they're holding their ground. They still want to go for it, and even they might be going to try to contest the Lord that is appearing on 8 seconds more. This is gonna be the 5th Lord on the land of dawn.
Okay, I might say Gpx Basreng has has risen for their full potential to fight on during that maybe 1 or 2 wars. But at the same time, if they are too focused on here, that minion wave management needs to be very, very clear. One of the heals has been popped off. Caramel being in the front line again with the luminous blast, charging in onto the back. That even the Nether Realm has been popped off again, trying to find a great way. Yogoi leaving a bit of a much, but Violet is just too focused on into the front. But even a killing spree costing out again. Astral Eco turning it down. Violet really needs to move back, remembering that immortality already found here. Lele trying to clear off the wave so that Rrq Mika can sneakily getting that minion. And let's not forget that Lord is just going to be a 3-1 secured by Rrq Mika.
No,
Rrq Mika needs to fight back here. Gpx Basreng just got that Lord. Rrq Mika needs to hold their defense pretty strong.
And they need to play with their high ground movement. I think like right now they're just like relying a lot into Lele. Lele was like, okay, I'm gonna try to give the damage as much as I can. Try to bait it out, try to lower the movement while waiting for Tan and Yogoi to respawn back into the Land of Dawn. They're giving them chances to maybe have the second chance here, second moment for Rrq Mika to turn back the table, because we thought the base starts a Livy.
Oh my god, Livy. Waduh, gila sih guys ya. Wah, ngeri sih guys ya. GG guys. Game kedua diamankan juga oleh Gpx Basreng ya guys ya. Kelas sih guys ya, mantap sih.